Okay, so this is gonna be like a story time, but I'm super happy because someone ordered from our website, Pendulum NYC Tarot, New York, and I already print out the shipping order. I'm so hyped. And this is the packaging, the tape, got the scissors. Get ready with me because we're gonna talk about a real event that happened to me. It's I guess like a scary story, or maybe someone. Oh my God, it looks so ugly. But someone ordered a tiger's eye, a black obsidian, and a smelting quartz necklace that was wired from us. So I'm gonna get some boxes. And put the jewelry in it, pack it up really nice and neat, put the candy bag in there, and thank them for supporting our brand. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna talk about my experience here. So I guess it's like a true story, scary story, and people asked me to do it, and you know, it's my true story. So I would say around 2003. First of all, it's like a lot to say, so I'm trying to merge this story and articulate myself correctly. So around 2002, 2003, I was playing with a Ouija board, and I thought it was interesting because Parker's Brothers, who makes Monopoly, made the Ouija board. Parker's brother, right? You would never think it would do any harm because Parker's Brothers makes a lot of games like Trouble, Sorry, all that, right? You know, they're selling Toys R Us, right? So anyway, and I should know better because I came from a spiritual family who practice, you know, voodoo, witchcraft, and whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so so I was playing with the Ouija board with my friends. I was 15 or 16 years old at the time, and I got into it because my girlfriend, mind you, my auntie, my mother's sister, she had a Ouija board at home because my mom told me she played it. So my mom told me her experience with it. So I was interested, curious to do it, you know. Growing up seeing shadows in my grandma's house with red eyes and blue eyes. And my grandma used to astral project using the mirror and lighting up candles. Growing up where we did rituals in the house and cut goats up and chickens' heads off in the house, doing fire rituals, dancing naked. Yeah. So, you know, I kind of, you know, I was like, okay, I kind of believe this because look at the stuff I was raised with, right? So when I was doing, I was walking, because I live in a certain area, a building, where my friends had a Ouija board and they were using the Ouija board, right? So I only believed the Ouija board because I thought it was bullshit. Even though I believe in spirits, ghosts, aliens, demons, mermaids, all that shit. I believe in fairies. But I don't think they're in this dimension. Anyway, with that being said, I don't want to go all over the place because I'm a Capricorn. And, you know, I didn't trust the Ouija board until my friends were playing it. And then it said certain things that no one knew. No one knew. And the Ouija board knew certain things about me. I just thought it was interesting. And it knew certain things about my mother that no one knew in the building. So I started believing it. I was like, oh my God, this shit is real. That shit gave us phone numbers to somebody's home. It gave us, okay, so all of our friends were playing it. I was the last one to join it. And a lot of people were telling me, ask questions. And I did. And it did answer some questions. I'm not going to go into details because, you know, I'm trying to make the story so short. And, you know, thank you, Monet. It was a horrible experience. I believe in. I went through a lot. Anyway, the reason why I was attacked because my other friend, I'm not gonna name who, she was, I guess, upsetting the entity or spirit that was in the Ouija board, and it started. You know, thank you. You get a thank you bag with candies. Oh wait, I missed something. I forgot to put this. So my friend, she upset Frank, and you know, the spirit got upset, and I felt this weird energy because I heard something whisper in my ear, "I want to fuck her up." Sorry for my language. And I was like, "What am I hearing this? Why am I hearing this?" And I knew it was from the the Ouija board, the entity. Anyway, I feel like it jumped inside of me. I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird. I feel like something went inside in here, right? The next day, I felt heavy. Like, I felt like an old man, very heavy. I don't remember attacking my friend when she was cursing at the Ouija board. But my friend said I attacked her, and my other friend that was with us witnessed this. So I heard the Ouija board say I'm gonna kill her, tear her apart, and was cursing. It went inside of me. I'm assuming because weird things started happening when I went home. The first thing I noticed too, my mother saw me. She looked into my eyes and she said, "You're not my son." My mother said that the same day when I went back home after all this happened. So I thought it was weird. Then I took my I went to my aunt's house and I stole her Ouija board from her house, brought it back to my mom's house because I got so addicted to the Ouija board. It was answering questions. It was giving me information of people. It was so cool at the time. But then when I started feeling more heavier and like feeling like I was drained, I had thoughts about killing my mother, killing myself. My bed was shaking in the middle of the night. I would feel like someone would touch my anus. I know it sounds private, but I feel like someone was touching, like groping me sexually in the bed, and I wake up and nothing is there. I used to hear voices to kill myself. It was a horrible experience. My family come from Palo Mayobe. I'm not going to explain what Palo Mayobe is, but my uncle tries to cleanse me. I went to a Catholic church. I went to a Christian church. Nothing was helping me. I went to a spiritual shaman. It was crazy. I had to learn to deal with this entity, this demon, this entity that was bothering me for years. I had to learn how to deal with it and not suppress it or my feelings. Basically, I became friends with this demon or this entity. And now this entity doesn't bother me no more. Now this is 2002, 2003, and we're 2023. So years later, fast forward, I'm 37 years old now. I think I should do a part 2 because there's so much to say. My family was very affected by this. Very affected by this. And, you know, I feel bad it happened, but it's a learning experience. I didn't know that the Ouija board, was going to have an entity that go inside of me and possess me. I mean, it was like The Exorcist. I wasn't flying in the air, throwing up vomit and saying, "Fuck me," with the cross. But I was getting slapped, hit, pulled. My bed was shaking. I would get hot and sweaty, and I would get these outbursts. I want to hurt people around me who love me. So it was kind of crazy, that experience. Oh, and then X-Men Part 1 and Jeepers Creepers Part 2 was airing in the movie theaters when that happened to me. So it was the only reason why I mentioned that, because I still went to the movies trying to live a normal life while dealing with that entity that was bothering me. Oh my God, I can't believe I did it. But let me know if you want a part 2, and I'll do a part 2, or I'll go live on Facebook or TikTok and I'll explain the story in depth. But Ouija boards are real. Demons and angels are real. Entities are real. The spiritual realm is real. That's the moral of the story. And my experience was not cool. It was not easy. It was very horrible. It wasn't a nice experience to wake up every night hearing other voices, other entities bothering you at night when you're trying to sleep. It was crazy. It was, I so wanted to end life, and I wanted life to end. But fast forward and look at me now. I survived it.